Back in 1995, Nintendo thought they were giving us the future of gaming, but instead, they gave us the Virtual Boy. A console so infamous, it became the poster child for failed experiments, headaches, eye strain, and a library smaller than your phone's app drawer. But here's the twist. What if I told you that in 2025, the Virtual Boy isn't just alive, it's thriving thanks to the Meta Quest? Yep, that's the very headset that's redefining modern VR, can now resurrect Nintendo's biggest flop, and today we're diving into how we can play the Virtual Boy right now and not have to wait for some weird accessories. So join me as I show you how to play Virtual Boy through your Meta Quest. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is you want to go ahead over to SideQuest, download the SideQuest app, make sure you open it up, log in, and then basically you want to go over to your left side on the search bar and you will type in Virtual Boy. Pretty simple and easy, right? No big deal. Then you want to go over to Virtual Boy Go. And as you can see here, it kind of shows off all the kinds of games you can play, things like that, which is absolutely fantastic. Then you just want to make sure that your headset is plugged into the computer or however you connect it to SideQuest, and you just want to hit Sideload Now. What that does is it goes ahead and opens up the APK. Once it says it's successfully installed down below, you're pretty much good to go. Not a big deal. Once that's all done, you want to go ahead and go into your headset, and we'll continue from there. Alright, once you're actually in your headset, go ahead and hit your main button there, and what you want to do is you want to go on over to your left side and hit Unknown Sources. And then you want to go ahead and open up your Virtual Boy Go. And the reason why we do this is basically you have to set up a few files that are actually going to need to be loaded in here, but they only create the files after you run the app. So just hit allow, and then once you get to this Virtual Boy Go screen, you pretty much have created those files. So once you're done that, you can basically go ahead and hop back onto SideQuest, and I will show you where to put the games, how to get the games, and start playing. Alright, once you have your headset plugged back into the computer, and you have SideQuest open, and you have the green connection status, you want to go over here to the top right where it says Manage Files on the headset, and then you basically just want to scroll on down to this new folder that was created called ROMs. Then there's going to be a folder that is called VB, and this is where you're going to drop your ROMs for your actual Virtual Boy games. Now, according to the actual app here, it supports files that are .vb, .vboy, or .bin files. So you want to make sure that you get those backups however you may need to. I'm really not going to show you how to get those ROMs or where to get them from. You should be using your own Virtual Boy backup games, but all I can say is you can pretty much Google Virtual Boy ROMs and you can figure it out from there. So, once you have those ROMs downloaded, basically you just want to kind of make your SideQuest window a little bit smaller. You want to take all those ROM files and drop them into SideQuest on that, or in that VB folder. Basically, it'll take a second or two for those to load up in there, but once it says all tasks are complete, you'll see that the ROMs are actually in folder, and you are all set to go ahead and hop back into your Quest and start playing Virtual Boy games. Alright, so here we are in the Virtual Boy emulator, and as you can see here, now we have games that are listed. Really cool. I love this. Basically, we can select any of our games. We can check out settings if we want to, things of the like. But let's go ahead and check out Mario Clash. This is probably one of my favorite ones here. When you actually load into the Virtual Boy, you are looking at a few different things here. Basically, it gives you the whole full-blown 3D effect like you would have in the actual original Virtual Boy, which is super cool. I'm not sure if it's going to translate to the actual flat screen recording here for you, but everything does work like it should, which is really great. You can open up the Virtual Boy menu with your three little lines on your left controller. You can look at the button mapping, which is great. You can redo all of the buttons however you want to. So you make sure you want to look at that. But one thing I do like to do is I like to actually move the screen just a little bit closer. I like it on the 1.25. That way it's kind of like in your face like the Virtual Boy was way back in the day. Other than that, you can follow it with your head if you want to. I don't like that one. It's kind of weird. There is a 3D or 2D effect in the headset. But what's really, really neat about this is you can actually make this almost any color you want if you choose to do so. So if you didn't like the red, you can turn it all green, which is, you know, a really cool little feature there. Pretty much based on RGB, you can do it however you wish. So really, really like that. And a great, unique feature to have. I really, really like that. And it's definitely something different for sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and we will play Mario Clash. We could show you kind of what that is like. All right, very nice. So here we are with Mario Clash. We can jump, move around, all of that cool stuff like you normally would want. Oh, let's go ahead and get these guys back here. There we go. Should come all the way through. There we go. All right, we cleared level 1, which is really, really cool. So as you can see, it definitely does work. I'm hoping the 3D effect does show in the headset for y'all. Let's go ahead and load another ROM. Let's go ahead and play Mario's Tennis, because we all know that is one I definitely love there. Let's go ahead and we will go back to our move screen here. Seems like it's a little off, so we'll go ahead and we'll put that back at 1 and see how that works for us. I really do like it on the 1.25. I really do think that's the best way to have it. All right, let's go ahead and load this up. There we go. Mario Tennis, single and doubles. Let's go. Oh, I'm so stoked on this. All right, let's be Yoshi, and we will play against Donkey Kong Jr. real fast. Oh, man. Now this is classic right here. I love this. Oh, I missed! Holy crap! Yoshi looked at me like, what the hell? There we go. Yeah, 1 for 1 now, Mr. Donkey Kong. I loved playing this one as a kid. This one was like one of the best. Oh, too fast for me. And I just love the 3D effect it gives you. It really is nice. Aha, take that! Oh. Oh, he's serious. Oh, this is a good match right here. Yeah, got him. That was one of the coolest ever. All right, let's go ahead and check out one more here for you. Vertical Force. This game right here was another one of my favorites, which was super sick. This was kind of like a top-down shooter, I guess you could say. You were able to like go up and down in the actual game, which was cool. And I'll show you how that kind of was. It was a little odd for its time, but you could go up and down depending on what you were doing. To shoot stuff below you. To try to like avoid stuff, which is super sick. Yeah, super cool. Really, really nice. Heck yeah. Paired them up. Go down below now to get some more points. One of the coolest games for the Virtual Boy, because it really showed you like the depth of what you could do. I really enjoyed that. Heck yeah. Super sick, dude. Heck yeah. Alright, here we go. I think this is the bad guy. Oh, crap. Oh, I'm getting wrecked already, I think. There we go. Got one of his arms. There we go. We did it. There we go. We got one stage cleared. Alright, enough of red alert there. We'll go one more. I'm sorry, vertical force. We want to go with red alarm next. This was another one that really reminded me of like Star Fox. And this game is really freaking cool. I absolutely love this one. This really gave you like a 3D environment, which was just absolutely insane. We're gonna put this on easy because this game was actually really, really hard. But it really reminded me of Star Fox, like I said, and I got really addicted to this when Virtual Boy was around. I don't know how many times I rented Virtual Boy from Blockbuster back in the day. Heck yeah. Holy moly. Insane. Holy cow. And it's just so funny, just like the polys are just really nothing special, but in order to really create that 3D environment, we had some really cool things to work with. Oh boy. And this one, it's almost like they took Star Fox and just threw it into the Virtual Boy, because some of these graphics are 100% reminiscent of enemies from Star Fox. Oh yeah, there we go, there we go. Whoa! Oh, we're gonna miss him. Super cool, super cool. Whoa! And I'm telling you, the way it runs on Quest 3 makes it feel like it's actually like a legit VR headset. And I really wish Nintendo would just quit having one foot in the door and one foot out of it, because if they made a real VR headset, I really think they would capitalize and make some really good money. Even if it was geared towards kids and things like that, I really think it would be super cool to see someone else get in the game. But nonetheless, as always, if you like what you saw, definitely make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next video.